My roommates tried to evict me from my own house. So I live in this cozy in-law suite that's tucked into the lower level of a house I inherited from my grandma. It has its own private entrance, leads straight into the backyard, and it's where I've lived ever since I started university. It's not just a house to me, it's a piece of my family. The garden out back, I used to work on it with my grandma every summer. The raspberry bushes, my grandpa planted them decades ago for his kids and grandkids. There's history in the dirt. My dog runs around out there like it's his own private park. It's peaceful, it's mine. And yeah, I own the house. But here's the thing, I don't flaunt that. I don't walk around waving a deed in people's faces. I inherited the place after my grandma passed, and I would trade every inch of this house just to have her back. But since I have it, I decided to use the upstairs as a rental to help cover property expenses. Short-term only. I made that clear from the start. I even told my property manager I'd prioritize any of my nieces or nephews if they went to school in the city. Family first. That's always been the plan. Last year, my property manager found this couple who just moved across the country, seemed decent, good credit, solid references. They needed a place for a year while they got settled, and I figured, no problem. The upstairs is private, I've got my own space, and it was only temporary. I gave them a great deal because they seemed responsible. And for a while, it was smooth. But 6 months in, shit changed. The wife got pregnant, and suddenly they were acting like this was their forever home. They started getting real comfortable. Too comfortable. One afternoon, the husband stops me out back like he's just doing me a favor and says, "Hey, I talked to the property manager. We're interested in renting the whole house, so you might want to start looking for another place." Excuse me? I just stared at him. Like, did he seriously just tell me, the actual homeowner, to move out of my own house? The audacity. I didn't even react. I just walked away, got on the phone with my property manager, and yeah, he confirmed it. The guy had tried to have me evicted from my own property. Not just that, he didn't even ask me. Just assumed I was some rando tenant. So I called my lawyer. Luckily, in my city, there's no cap on rental increases as long as the lease has been active for a year and the notice is proper. I had the right to raise rent however I wanted, as long as I gave at least 3 months notice. And guess what? Their lease would hit the 1-year mark right on time. So I told my property manager to raise their rent 50%. They got 5 months notice. Totally legal. And the best part? I never had to tell them why. I didn't say a word about owning the place. Just let them stew in their own little world while they realized they couldn't afford the new rate. Now I hear them arguing constantly through the walls. They're stressing out about money, about the baby, about having to move again. I heard the wife yell, "We should have just bought something last month." And all I can think is, yeah, you should have. I gave them a 1-year lease. I gave them a good deal. I stayed out of their way. And they tried to kick me out? Nah, you don't get to pull that shit in my house. So now they're packing up, complaining about how unfair it is. And I'm still right here, watering my garden, sleeping in my suite, watching them walk themselves out.